And welcome to the super fun, awesome, happy time pedal show. My name is Gabor.
Okay, welcome along. I'm Alex, and we're going to check out the Easy Rider from Caline today.
Yes, with a chopper.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yes.
Kind of distortion, dual distortion plus boosty EQ side.
Yes.
We're going to check out some sounds, but if you could hit like and subscribe on the video, ding the bell, give us a thumbs up, comments, questions below.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much.
Groovy. Oh, so the setup today, before we get into the sounds, is the guitars through the pedal into a Mozztronics Amp Switcher
Andrew.
built by Andrew for us. Thanks, man. And a Cherry Tone OTS MIDI 20 set clean, and a 2 notes Torpedo Captor extern IRs in stereo with magical source and reverb.
And there's a video for that here. And bonjour, Jason. I mean, Guillaume, and hello, Jason, or whichever way. Yes, like that. Okay, so should mention right from the start as well, this was sent to us by the good people at Caline. Hello, Caline people, and big thank you for sending this out to us.
Hello, Kay.
So this is one, I actually requested this one, because I thought it's interesting. It's a dual distortion, so cascading dual distortion on one side. So basically you got to think of it, that is one pedal, that is another pedal, put into one pedal.
They're sticky tape together.
Sticky tape together. So you've got gain 1 and gain 2, so two gains cascading into each other with a level. And then you have a 6-band EQ with an active, like a level EQ, volume EQ on it, or not EQ, a volume on it as well. So you can boost after the distortion.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
And they are independent, so you can just use the EQ side by itself if you just need some level boost or EQ boost. So, yeah. All the controls are, you mentioned, 2 gain stages and level, but the stages do sound quite different.
They do sound quite different. So, and from what I gather, it's somewhat based on a well-known amp brand that also makes pedals, that is a US style.
Boogie-esque.
Yeah, it makes you boogie.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, should we get into it?
Let's do it.
You want to start?
Sure. No.
Would you like to distort or EQ first?
Maybe distort.
Distort first?
I like those gain stages, how they
okay.
tonally.
So let's turn gain 2 down.
Okay.
Actually, can you turn both gains down? That's a cool sounding drive. Okay, now let's hear the difference between gain 1 and gain 2. So this is gain 2 now. So much bassier, fatter.
Weighty.
That's sort of the thinner one, and the other one's a fatter one. So it's kind of cool. So you can now blend the two. So let's try and blend the two. So that's quite, it's a low gain overdrive, quite a lot of bass there.
Yep.
Let's see if we can brighten it up, cheer it up a bit.
Sure. Gets a little bit blown out.
It gets a little bit blown out, but there's a bit of gain and tap. Okay, so what I did was I had to gain 2 all the way up and just brought a little bit of gain 1 in. Let's do the opposite. Let's have gain 1 all the way up, and let's bring in gain 2 just to see what that does. It's gone wild.
It cuts, isn't it?
It cuts.
All pokey and stuff.
I quite like actually having gain 1 up, and then you bring in gain 2, and it just kind of fattens it, it embiggens it.
I think so too. When I was playing with it before, we were setting up, rather than brightening the fat tone, you fatten the bright tone.
Yeah. But whatever suits
well.
you and your guitar and your amp and all that stuff. I mean, it'll sound differently.
Might be humbuckers, which we'll try in a minute. But yeah, that's the gainy side.
Should we try the gainy side with P90s quickly? So this is my Fano Omnis MG6, which is a lovely guitar and clean. It sounds like this with a G chord and a D chord and an A chord. That's a pretty cool sounding drive, actually.
It's righteous rock.
Righteous rock.
Yeah.
Okay, but now let's say you have your righteous rock sound. Let's say maybe it's not quite working in the band. Maybe you need to emphasize certain frequencies to make it cut more. Sure. What could you possibly do, Alex?
Besides firing the drummer, you could use an EQ.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So
do that then.
just to quickly show you, so the EQ is completely separate, right? Independent. I mean, you could technically just use it as a boost.
Definitely.
You stick that. So it's just hitting the front of the amp and driving the amp a bit more. Or give it lots of bass for some reason. Okay, now it's combining with a drive. Yeah! Now let's try that.
Yo.
With humbuckers. Alright, so this is a Sire Larry Carlton L7. Clean. It sounds like this.
Go.
Just gotta go. Check. It's quite a big difference, isn't there?
So it's pretty powerful what you can do with it.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, those faders obviously have frequencies, but they're also a volume control for the frequency. So if you start cutting stuff, you're actually attenuating your whole guitar level.
Yeah.
So you can make up for that loss in volume by scooping the middles out, which was mad and sick and rock and roll, by making up for it with some output level.
Yeah.
So that's why that's handy for...
Yeah.
Because you are actually cutting a whole bunch of volume out of... By doing that, you're cutting volume out of the signal.
Can you, for example, now, let's go back to turn everything up here, make it really blown out, but lots of gain.
Yeah.
Let's clean it up with the EQ. Oh, that was a lot of bits. Oh, yeah, you can kind of make it less blown out.
Yeah.
So it's quite a powerful thing having an EQ.
Mm. It's cool that it's separate too. It's not just...
Yeah, so it's like two pedals in one, which is kind of cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I just thought it'd be interesting to have a look at it, because EQ, there's a lot of stuff you can do with EQ, and yeah, well, and it just got a chopper on.
Just mad tough.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Comments below.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, this is kind of one of those ones we both like.
Yeah, yeah. Should we just very quickly try a dirty amp?
Sure.
Because you can then use the EQ, to adjust the dirty amp.
Make it more tough, man.
So same thing, so we're just going into the same amp, just dirty chamber. This is an Ibanez AD150.
So what I've done is I actually pushed all the mids rather than scooping them.
Like for a lead thing?
Yeah, so you can almost like a faux tube screamer effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
What does that sound like going into the... That sounds pretty cool, actually. Angry?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that was just a quick look, right, what it's with distortion. But it works out well into a dirty amp as well.
Kind of cool, eh?
That's it, yeah. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And stuff. And big thank you once again to the awesome people at Caline for sending this out to us. There's more videos with Caline stuff, like, for example...
What was the shimmer verb called? The shimmer verb.
Wonderland?
Wanderlust?
Wanderlust? Something wonder. There.
Wonderland.
Wonderland. Wanderlust? Wonderland? It was like an Alice in Wonderland thing, I remember.
That's right.
Well, that was there anyway.
So that's
yeah.
Yeah, please check out links below to Instagram, Facebook, and podcast. That would be fantastic.
Yes, please.
And, thanks for hanging. See you soon.